Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's session for Crowd1. And just allow me to just do this. Yeah, welcome to everybody from all over the world. Once again, I see we've got people all the way from the Netherlands online. We've got people from London online. Some people from the East. Zimbabwe is here. Namibia is here. The whole of South Africa is here. I don't think there's a town that's not represented here. I see we're already 757 people and coming in strong. So guys, my name is Derick. Welcome to our channel. And tonight we've got George van Wyk. George is certainly our mentor and ambassador in the business. He's already online, and George will introduce Johan a little bit later. Johan is just busy with a meeting. So George, welcome to tonight. Just want to make sure you can hear me.
I can hear it clear, Derick. Good evening. How are
Excellent.
you?
So
Be here.
don't get worried if it's only me and you on the on the Zoom channel. Everybody else is watching on YouTube.
Okay, I
So
was thinking it's a private meeting.
yeah. Yeah, it's a private meeting between you and me,
Yeah.
but the rest of the world is all waiting with bated breath. George,
Okay.
welcome to tonight. It's always a pleasure having you online, and I see we've just gone over 800 people on the YouTube side, but maybe a word of welcome from your side. Where are you physically at the moment? Are you actually in Spain, or where are you, George?
I'm in Spain. I'm in Spain at the moment where I have my house, where I'm settled and based in Spain. And here, well, I know you're now in winter, but we are now full summer, so it's really hot for us. That means we are reaching temperatures in 38, 40 degrees, and it's really, well, lovely on one side. If you have to work, not so much. But, well, what is work? We love what we are doing, and it's the most important thing. Yes, I'm Spain, but I'm looking forward to come back to Africa because I miss it really, really, really. So soon the borders are open, we are back. That's a fact. That's really a fact.
Fantastic. Okay, George, we've got a very bad connection. You seem to come and go. I'm not too sure if it's maybe the internet connection. But I suggest maybe what we do while the people are online, shall I start and maybe just take the people through the presentation? And then when you still try and contact Johan, then you can just interrupt me and we can introduce him. How's that?
Hey, perfect, perfect. Please, I keep on calling him, and well, if not, otherwise we take over and we do it together. But I will try
Fantastic.
to
All right,
to
so
reach
I'm going
him.
to start
I'm
the
here.
presentation in the meantime. Okay, if you don't mind, I'm going to keep your mic active if you don't mind.
Yeah, perfect. I close my video.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, folks, like I said, welcome to tonight's evening for Crowd1, introduction into Crowd1. And it's always a pleasure being able to explain to you what Crowd1 is about, how everything fits together, what is the uniqueness of this whole solution, which seems to bamboozle the entire planet. And let me tell you what, if there's one company that's going places, it's this company. There's a lot of people that have got a lot to say about the company because of a lack of understanding exactly how all the money fits together and where the money comes from and how it's generated. But being literally the people who put the yardstick down or who's drawing the line in the sand, we are making the rules, guys. There's nobody or anything else to compare this with. So if you allow me a quick introduction, then I can show you how Crowd1 fits together. So these are the people that basically run the business end of Crowd1. Jonas Werner is the founder, and it's pretty much his idea that's materialized here into a working solution that works on nothing more than a standard smartphone, average smartphone. And that's the brilliance of Crowd1. Anybody in the street can participate in this business. Your minimum requirement is a smartphone with a little bit of data. And that's why this business absolutely explodes in countries like South America, the continents of Africa, and obviously Southeast Asia. So Johan Staël van Holstein, he's the CEO, and we're trying to get hold of him so he can have a bit of a chat with you guys tonight. He's actually just busy in a meeting, and he will step out for a few minutes to speak to us. And Johan Westerdahl is the Chief Commercial Officer. Important guy. He's the guy that pays us. So as you know, yesterday, once again, we got our monthly payments. So firstly, let's start at the beginning. What is Crowd1 and what we are not? So folks, as a single sentence, Crowd1 is a marketing company for online companies. That's it. It's literally as simple as that. We sell an educational program, which includes some Crowd1 rewards. Now, the reason for the educational program, since we all work for ourselves, if you think of some of the other multi-level marketing companies, self-learning, mentorship, very, very important in a type of business like this to keep you focused, to keep you motivated, and obviously to keep you reaching your targets and your goals. You need all the help you can get, whether you believe it or not. every single successful businessman in the world has got maybe sometimes not even one mentor, but sometimes a few of them, especially the sports people. So, what are Crowd1 rewards? Crowd1 rewards is like an internal share system or an internal value system. In South Africa, particularly, a lot of you will be aware that some of the medical aid companies and some of the banks, they all have internal like point systems or internal value systems. Some of them come in the format of point systems. Some you can convert to products or money or etc. In Crowd1's case, these rewards is a value that gets more valuable by the day, and it determines some of the profits that we earn. So basically, we're a social community platform. We're a crowd of people across the entire world. There's no borders with us. The long and short, we connect people with merchants and businesses across the world, and these merchants currently play in the online space. Now, that's the second part of Crowd1's beauty. Crowd1 is lean and mean. You see, the most expensive resource in any business is a company's staff. The amount of people that you have to employ to ship products and manufacture products and do the quality of products and the logistics around products. It's an absolute nightmare for any business. Now, there are a lot of multi level marketing companies, and a typical company, once they reach about 3 million members, will have in the region of about 3,000 to 3,500 employees to be able to get their products to those members. We've got none of those issues. We've not got none of the risks that go with any of those issues. Folks, if you can eliminate or keep to a minimum your most expensive resource, your human element, that is why Crowd1's payments and bonuses can be so tremendously big. Because the point is, we are cutting down on costs. We've got pretty much about 100 employees in Crowd1, currently servicing almost 7.5 million members worldwide in about 200 countries. Then you can see the efficiency of dealing in the online space. It's called the gig economy. And this is the place where apps and software and services trade hands every single day for money. So we use Bitcoin and Ethereum as a payment alternative. That's it. We share our rewards with our affiliate partners, which pretty much means they share their profits with us once we refer people to them. So we are an online marketing company for online companies. Some people call it affiliate marketing, some people call it influencer marketing, but it's simply as simple as referring people or putting people in touch with businesses. Up until now, some of you belong to book clubs, some of you belong to music clubs, some of you belong to movie clubs, etc. And if you refer one of those products to one of your friends or family, folks, quite frankly, you get nothing. Oh, let me just do this. Let me just do this. I see we're not sharing the screen. George, let me just do that again. Okay, we should be having a new screen share here. You guys didn't miss much. All right, let's try again. Should come on any minute now. While it's taking a bit of time to log on, guys, what we are not selling any shares. We are not an investment company. We simply are not a gambling company, and we don't invest in forex or cryptocurrency or any of that stuff. We literally, let me just see why this thing is not streaming. Give me 1 second. I'm resharing, guys. I'm not too sure why this is not resharing. Let's see. We don't develop games. We don't offer any investments, like I said. So Crowd1 is simply a marketing company in the online space. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure that you guys can see what I'm seeing. Just a second, guys. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, let's see. Right, there you go. You can see what I see. Okay, so long and short, Crowd1 is a lean and mean marketing machine, if I can summarize it in a one sentence. So if you think of Uber or Airbnb, of any one of those companies, Airbnb have got no hotels or bed and breakfast, yet they're one of the biggest of their kind. And Uber, almost no cars, yet biggest taxi company in the world. Same with Crowd1. We don't have any R&D or any production. We don't develop games or anything like that. Yet we're becoming one of the biggest partners in those companies to market those products and services. So Crowd1's network consists of millions of members around the world, 7.5 million people just about. We literally will pass that milestone either today, tomorrow, somewhere there. But the key is you can either do this as a plan B, in other words, a supplement to whatever your job is right now, or you can do it as a plan A, a main income stream. So basically, you can become an entrepreneur without having to develop any software, any management, any interfaces. It's all been done for you and me by Crowd1. So Crowd1 created the system, and the system is called the 5 minute business. And it incorporates every single aspect of what a business should have, from the financials to the accounting side, to the marketing side, to the management side, etc. Everything has been catered for you and me without spending a single cent on development. You simply become part of this crowd around the globe. Now, make no mistake, the efficiency of this business was displayed during the last week like no business, because Affiligo is our affiliate partner, as the name suggests, affiliate for online gambling, and they are affiliate partner in the mobile or online gambling space. Mixter is our affiliate in the online gaming space. GridHub is our e-learning affiliate, and I tell you what, it doesn't get better than Mr. Tony Robbins being our mentor there. Everybody needs a mentor in business. Look who your partners are already, guys, just for becoming part of this business. Now, Life Trends became part of the business a week ago. Let me tell you what, I don't think these guys know what's hit them. If anybody wants to interview any CEO in the world to see what Crowd1 has meant for their business, I think they should get hold of the CEO of Life Trends. And that's if he answers his phone, because I think he's still trying to reboot his servers. Because during lockdown, in the worst economy in the world, this company's membership has gone through the absolute stratosphere with only still busy 7 million Crowd1 members joining up so far. We haven't even started marketing this company yet, and it's already blowing them out of the water. Guys, you can now become an OTA. That means an online travel agent. And you can book your own hotels, car hire, etc., holidays, breakaways, etc., through your own online portal interfacing into this application. For the South Africans that are listening tonight, which is probably 90% of all the just over 1,067 people that are listening, folks, you can also, if you're in South Africa, you can now hit your panic button on nothing more than your mobile phone through the company Safer, which is an affiliate company, through the company called Panic Guard in the UK. They're in 22 countries. In South Africa, particularly, by hitting a button on your phone or by just shaking your phone around vigorously. If you need either medical help or security help, you can then benefit from over 177 security companies that will come to your aid through armed reaction or through medical reaction. So either an ambulance or a paramedic, whatever your issue is. But also during the last week, I don't think that company knows what's hit them. It's only been opened up to director level, and I tell you what, those guys have never ever signed up so many people in 1 week. I think we've broke monthly records for them in a single week of signups. This is absolutely insane. So for all of those people, especially the negative media we're experiencing in South Africa at the moment, who don't know what Crowd1's business is actually about, everybody seems to get stuck on the amount of people that we have to recruit or that we are recruiting. And that's why they keep on thinking that we'll start running out of people. And, ooh, what happens if I'm the last person on earth to sign up? Believe me, guys, if you're the last person on earth, you don't have to worry about Crowd1. You'll have bigger problems than that. However, even if you're the last person on earth, I will show you that Crowd1 is catered for you. The system makes provision for you to also be able to earn a very healthy income, which, quite frankly, you won't get from anywhere else, especially not for the onboarding sign-up fees that you'll see as a once-off in Crowd1. So not only don't we have any physical products to sell, we don't have any monthly fees to pay. You are part of a crowd that's already over 7.5 million people in 200 countries. All your software and hardware to do this business, as the interfaces has been done, the hosting environments, etc. Crowd1 has now been running for almost a year and a half actively, although the system has been switched on way before that. 7.5 million people, the system hasn't buckled once. So I mentioned that Life Trends came on board a week ago. So for all these bookings, you basically become an OTA, an online travel agent. Now, you don't have to know much about travel agencies. This is not like going to sit in a shopping center in a travel agent's office and then you page through all kinds of holiday resorts and whatever. If you just consider business travel and overnight short-term bookings and things like that, either for leisure or even for business, then this has become an 8 trillion US dollar market. And you and I can tap into this income stream for a once-off 99 euro, guys, on the smallest package. That's about 2,000 Rand in South Africa. There's a bigger package for 6,000, one for 16, and one for 50,000. Now, if you look at just, let's call it the short-term trips, the overnight tourists, they call them, in 2019, just that sector of this business is a 1.5 billion US dollar market. Now, when Life Trends decided to use Crowd1 to do their marketing, I tell you what, I think the CEO is still sitting in a quiet corner in his shower, taking an ice cold shower, shivering, because I don't think him and his IT guys, I don't think they know what's hit them. That's how many members of Crowd1 have already registered, and the process is still continuing. Now, folks, if this is what we could have done with just the Crowd1 members, very few of our members have actually gone to corporates and to companies to introduce them to a 20% discount if you book all your travel and stay and cars through our affiliate partner here, Life Trends. Watch this business. I would love for them to put this CEO on the front page of every newspaper worldwide, on every radio channel, and even on television in maybe 6 months' time, and ask him one question. Has your company's profits gone up since Crowd1 started doing your marketing for you? I tell you what, that would be an interesting conversation, because that guy, it's probably been the best decision of his life to make Crowd1 the marketing partner globally for this brand. That will be interesting. So here's Cypher, the one I mentioned for South Africa. Currently, the company Pennyguard from the UK, they run in 22 countries. But guys, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised over time if we can introduce this solution maybe to around 200 countries. Every time somebody presses a button, maybe we save a life somewhere. You see, it's not just all about money, glam, and glitz, but it's my firm belief. I come out of the security environment and the telecom environment. I can tell you now, there's never been a better panic button than something like this, because everybody already has the button. They've all got the phones already in their pockets. If you need to know where your child is, what's happened to your daughter on the way to university at midnight, coming out of a club, being hijacked in South Africa with your baby on your car's back seat, guys, this is the type of thing that saves lives. And that is priority number one in any security solution environment. And you and I, the Crowd1 members that are listening to this, have just become the biggest sales force for this type of security solution, I think, on the planet. Although it's only in South Africa, everybody knows that security in South Africa employs more people than the police and the army put together. And suddenly you and I have become part of one of the most significant solutions to save lives, not just for security issues, but also for emergency issues around medical interfaces. So that's what's been happening in this space, guys. It works like a bomb. When you hit this button or shake your phone, a call center will answer the call in a couple of seconds, and they'll dispatch something like between 3,800 vehicles and sorry, 1,500 vehicles and about 3,800 guards will be on standby. So very cleverly, they use all the biggest security companies from all the different areas that cover the whole country. Very, very clever, guys. Very, very clever. Tell you what, I would love to see what the media have to say now that Crowd1 has taken on this. And basically, everybody in the country could benefit from this, from children to pensioners and everybody else in between. Okay, so why is Crowd1 growing at the rate it's growing? Now, I've been keeping a religious log from the day South Africa went into um, the first time we went into lockdown. It was on a Friday up until tonight. Every night I present this session at the same time, 6:45 every night. We start with a few videos of some of the events that have been happening around the world with Crowd1. So I've been keeping score of over a year how many members have joined Crowd1 after me since my account went live, and I'm exactly a year and 3 weeks in Crowd1 right now. Now, folks, considering that some of the biggest names in multi-level marketing companies have been around since the 1959s, it's now 2020. And from those times until now, nobody could onboard more than 3,000 people on a single day. Our slowest day during lockdown in the worst economy in the world have been literally just over 10,000 new members for the day. Our busiest day, and I must add that this was from a Saturday night to a Sunday night during lockdown, has been a whopping 179,000 people joining Crowd1 in 24 hours. Now, not only during lockdown, if you consider on a weekend, who the hell joins a business on a Sunday, guys? Crowd1 is pulling these numbers. We've been averaging between 40 and 50,000 people a day since South Africa has gone into lockdown. That's all the members globally. Now, not only are there 5 different bonuses that you can benefit from joining new members or from recruiting new members, because that's our core, guys. That's why we're the marketing company for all of these affiliates, because it's our job to sign people up and to introduce more people to these different products, these apps and software and services. So, customer acquisition is a natural business for us. So, people keep on saying, yeah, but you're signing up people, you're going to run out of people. Folks, you won't run out of people, firstly. But secondly, if you can earn a euro income in this, the toughest economy in the world, and be paid either through Bitcoin or even through euro, depending on the country that you're in, and you can benefit from 5 bonuses signing up people, then why on earth would you not want to do that? Please explain that to me. Now, since those 2 companies I've just introduced to you have gone live, 2 more bonuses have been introduced. So, folks, firstly, the benefit for you and me, if you've got an appetite for sales, well, you can go bananas now, because now you can go to corporates, companies, friends, family all over the world, and you can get them to get a 20% discount on some of these products or services. That's massive. If you go to any financial director in any company and offer him a 20% discount on all his traveling expense, I tell you what, you will have an interesting conversation with that guy. But he's not going to let you walk out the door without telling him how you do it. We're doing it through our affiliate partners. So, because of that discount, Crowd1 can afford to give you and me, the person who do the sale, a 15% commission on that sale. There's an extra bonus. Secondly, if you become a user of the product yourself, now today, if Crowd1 is a digital library, the first book is a travel and leisure book. The second book is a security panic button book. The third book will be a gambling book for the lotto and for games like that. And the fourth book will already be a gaming book for the games like Angry Birds and all of those type of things. Now, those are only the first couple of books in the library, but eventually this Crowd1 library will have a book for every single person in the world that it will either comply to, or appeal to, or that will be your favorite section to read or to engage with, whatever it is, whatever the product or the pastime or the hobby or your business. But the point is, there will be something for everybody in this Crowd1 library eventually. You see, Crowd1 is a marathon, it's not a sprint, guys. And over time, anybody and everybody will start engaging into someone's products or someone's services or someone's applications. Because every single day, hundreds, if not thousands, of applications go live on the internet. The sad part, 80% of them will not see the light of day as a sustainable long term business. Why? Because nobody knows about them, guys. That's why. So, if you are engaged on the internet and you are looking for something and you're doing a search for a product, do any of you read further than search answer number 3 or 4 on page 1? It's too much trouble, guys. Nobody goes to page 3, never mind page 17, and we don't even talk about page 65 of the search results popping up. So some of these companies are so desperate for business that they even offer you their software and services for free. How crazy is that? Now, every single one of you, all 1,109, are all guilty of what I'm going to tell you next. We all use the free antivirus software because it's free. And then one day is one day, the little message pops up on your screen on Google. Okay, you have to pay a couple of dollars now. Which package would you like? What do we do? Do we pay the dollars? No. We go look for the next free supplier of the antivirus software, don't we? Guys, that's not a sustainable business. Those companies who develop that software spend hours upon hours in research and development to make those software packages, etc., all the other services work. They cannot continue like this. We can't come up with hundreds of thousands of apps in a year and nobody pays for anything. It's a business like any other business. Now that's where the niche of Crowd1 lies. If you and I start taking over the marketing for these guys have got all one common trait. They are brilliant software engineers. They all look like nerds. Well, not all of them. I just joke. Thick glasses, long white coats. Brilliant. But their marketing skills, oof, quite frankly, without abusing anybody, their marketing skills suck. So that's where you and I, through Crowd1, get the opportunity to do their marketing for them. And the trade off, if we can tap into the discounts they offer, like now with the traveling app, and then turn that into a profit for you and me, if we've increased their profits. Sometimes even us in Crowd1 get so blinded by these healthy bonuses that we see here, we seem to forget our core business. Our core business is marketing of those services and apps. So if none of us get anybody to participate in booking flights and cars and hotels and playing games, etc., well, then there won't be any profit to share, will there? So, guys, don't lose sight of our core competence being marketing. It's very nice getting these bonuses in. And even better, getting the bonuses from all of the countries that are engaging. And basically, every day there's a couple of new countries almost. Now, for the moment, Crowd1 has got a regional office open in the Philippines. There's one right here in Sandton, South Africa. Madrid in Spain is the head office of ICT, and they will take over Crowd1 step by step. Stockholm is still running, and the Gothenburg in Sweden is still running. The technical guys sit in Gothenburg. But very soon, you'll start seeing regional offices popping up all over the show once this whole COVID fiasco has gone down. Now, guys, let me tell you what, a couple of the sleeping giants have woken up. Those sleeping giants are called China, India, the Germanys of the world, France's, and also the Englands of the world. These guys are signing up like no business. Don't write off the South Americas, the Central Africas, and then obviously in Southeast Asia, business is booming. You are either part of Crowd1 or you are not. But one thing I can tell you tonight, Crowd1 will become a household name, whether you like us or not, whether you believe in us or not, that's completely irrelevant. Whether you participate in some of these companies that are already on board or even some that are coming, It's all irrelevant because with or without you or me or even some countries, Crowd1 has already reached 7.5 million people in not even a year and a half. At the end of the month, we will be active since the field goal started a year and a half ago, but we're not there yet. Folks, there's never been a company growing at this rate. And here's the reason why. This is how Crowd1 makes money. If you and I simply refer somebody through our partner links on our website, and the people click through and they start engaging in those companies I've showed you, in their products, services, and applications. So either play a game or book a flight or whatever. The commission earned comes into the Crowd1 pot, and that commission becomes very interesting. So 40% of the commission, it comes back to you and me. Why? Because Crowd1 is a lean and mean company. They only need 20% to run the company. So 40% of the monthly income comes to you and me in the form of 21 levels, pool levels. You'll see it a bit later on, where the profit gets split evenly across. And whatever level you're on, you're entitled to that profit. Now, that payment always happens on the 15th of every month. And yes, if it happens every month, it's called a residual income payment. In other words, a monthly payment. Folks, there's no pyramid or Ponzi that pays you monthly. So forget that nonsense. If somebody tells you it's a pyramid or Ponzi, they clearly don't know how Crowd1 works. You need to help them right. So another 40% comes to you and me in the format of the total profits over 3 months, of which 40% gets split out again. That gets shared with all the Crowd1 members. And this time, it depends on how many of those internal Crowd1 rewards you own. That will give you your 3 monthly or your quarterly profit dividend payout. The next one is scheduled for September. Now, so far, guys, the first payment happened 2 months ago. It wasn't a bright payment, but the point is it was a payment nevertheless. It was a payment you never had the month before. Last month's payment looks slightly better. This month already increased again, and now that the first games, or rather the first products have launched, watch what next month and from now on, every month's profits will become. It will just become bigger and bigger and better and better. We are seeing this for once early enough to grow a decent income out of this thing for a very, very long time. Now, what came on board? 2 extra bonuses. There's the 15% sales commission because of the 20% discount if people can engage in the products if you feel like selling them to them. So imagine you go to a corporate, and there are already people in our downline that have done that. They're actually on the channel here tonight. I saw their names earlier. They've gone to people that have got a traveling budget, flights and car hire, second to none in South Africa. And all they said to the FD, how would you like to pay 20% less on your traveling budget for the year? The guy already sat up and said, explain this to me. Now they're looking at even signing up all those members in the company onto Crowd1 for further benefits. Now, I tell you what, I commend a leader like that in a business. Very similar to another leader a few weeks ago that came to one of our leaders and said to her, listen, I need your help. It doesn't look like my company is going to pull through because of this whole COVID fiasco. Looks like the company is going to go down. At most, there's about 3 months left. If some miracle doesn't happen, we're going to have to let our people go. I want to buy a white package for every one of my members and put them in the Crowd1 business as a plan B for income if my company cannot pay my staff anymore. I tell you what, folks, I commend that leader, because what most people would have done, they would have closed the company down and they would have taken the last money for themselves. I commend a leader like that. You see, leaders like that, you won't find them behind every rock and hard place. So guys, there's an extra 25% overrider bonus if you actually actively use the products yourselves. And then from these sales, 60% of all these new products, those sales go into these pools as well, where we can split our profits out like this. So this whole scenario is just getting better and better. Now, the significance of Crowd1 rewards. This is very important, guys. Crowd1 rewards, like I said, can best be explained as an internal value system or an internal share system. It's got nothing to do with the stock exchange. That's a whole different discussion. However, the more rewards you can accumulate, the bigger your quarterly payouts will be. Now, firstly, you can get some of these rewards. When you join, you get them for free with whatever package you buy. Then, secondly, you can grow your rewards by onboarding new people. There's a percentage of your profit that comes out. Used to be 80-20, 80% of your income goes to your wallet, 20% becomes more rewards. Now it's changing to a 70-30 scenario, but very soon you'll be able to adjust it according to your own personal requirements. So very soon you'll be able to make all your income, your profit, or your payouts go to become more rewards if you wish so. That will be your choice. Then once effective, we would be allowed to buy and sell each other's rewards. Now, before you just go and sell your rewards for a quick fix income, some of us don't have a choice. Maybe with the financial scenario the world finds itself in. However, if you can hold on to the rewards or even get more by acquiring more for those who want to sell, it's obviously important that the more rewards you hold, the bigger your quarterly payouts are, because the 40% profit allocated to the quarterly payments gets split. Total profit, 40% gets split across all the rewards in the world for everybody. That gives you a value per reward for that quarter. Then it just gets timed by however many rewards you have. What a nice payout. So guys, these rewards, in my opinion, will become worth more as more and more companies come on board, with more and more products come on board. But these rewards will become worth more than what Bitcoin, Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, Instagram shares all put together will be one day. Now, all of us have cried long tears because we didn't join. Ooh, we should have joined. We could have joined Facebook right in the beginning. We could have joined Instagram right in the beginning. Never mind Bitcoin. We all laughed at Bitcoin on the dark web when it was a couple of cents for them. Nobody took him serious. It's a Ponzi. My friends, today, if you don't have between 600 and, or rather 6,000 and 8,000 US dollars, you can't have a Bitcoin. Now, why do I say what I say about Bitcoin and the value of rewards? Very simply, if you ask 200 people walking past your front door, you can get them into your house one by one and ask them to explain Bitcoin to you from A to Z. You'll get 200 different answers because nobody really knows everything there is to know. But I'll tell you what, if you take 200 preschool children and you put them down and ask them one by one, what is a game? Some of them will take out a better smartphone than yours and mine. And they, before they have got an official education, can't read or write yet. Guys, let me tell you what, they will probably play 10 or 20 games and they'll be masters of those games that will make your and my head spin. Because you see, your kids and my kids will sacrifice airtime, or rather money for lunch, for more airtime to play more games. Even if you got your last payoff check today, your severance money from losing your job, it's like your children don't give a damn. They'll take your last paycheck and spend it on airtime to play games like there's no tomorrow. Guys, this is crazy. And if you and I can give a slice of that business, the mobile and online gaming industry will be worth $1 trillion by next year. I think we're actually there already because of COVID and everybody being locked up. Everyone's playing games. The gaming companies' profits have gone through the roof during COVID because of people's boredom. So that's why you want to hang on to these rewards. So there's your split. Crowd1 keeps 20% of the profit because they're lean and mean, and that makes them a very healthy, profitable company. 80% gets paid out to you and me. The minute I use the word residual income or monthly income, and also here residual income every 3 months, you cannot use residual and pyramid and Ponzi descriptions in the same sentence, can you? So here's a couple of very interesting bonuses. Not only do you receive business points, and the relation between a business point and a euro, €1 is equal to 10 business points. But you can earn money from simply putting people into a left leg underneath you and into a right leg underneath you. For each person, you can get 36 business points or €3.6 if you want to talk euro. Now, every time you match someone in your one leg with somebody in the other leg, you can earn anything from 180 business points up to 9,000 business points. Guys, that's €18 up to €900 for matching your one leg with the other leg like a scale. You always try and balance the scale. That's what we strive for. Now, you can also earn income by selling the onboarding packages, the educational packages. Here's an extra income stream, guys, that people seem to overlook. If you've got a bit of cash flow going in your account, for instance, €1,000, now you can buy, let's say, 10 white packages. So you buy in bulk and you can sell in a retail price. If you look at your streamline bonus, geez, you don't even have to do anything. People are signing up left, right, and center all across the globe. People you don't know from countries you've never been to. If they join the business after you in time, so if you've joined at 12 o'clock, somebody joins at 5 past 12, 10 past 12, quarter past 12, 20 past 12. Whether you know them or not, you are benefiting from them. Now, also worth mentioning, if you look at the streamline bonus, there's 20 levels, and level 20 puts you onto the highest possible income from all the bonuses that you can earn, depending obviously if you've gone to the highest package yourself. But once again, you will reach certain levels in those 20 levels where you cannot progress to the next level unless you've helped the people below you, your own personally introduced people, up onto the same level or higher. Now, please explain to me if you've ever seen in a pyramid or a Ponzi where anybody had to help people to either reach their own level or even go higher. Guys, the whole pyramid Ponzi discussion is becoming a bit boring now. Long-term residual bonuses, there's two of them, the quarterly one and the monthly one. Then this very interesting animal, the fear of loss bonus, will help you to grow an enormous business, guys. The fear of loss bonus not only gives you the opportunity to earn more money back into your wallet than what you've spent to join the business, depending on what package you've signed up on, and the ability to sell 4 more of those packages within the first 14 days. Now, this is also the key to grow an enormous business below you. Because if everybody can sign up 4 people within their first 2 weeks of joining, and then, folks, don't sit and sleep and lie on the couch and wait for mana to hit you in the face. Work the hardest you've ever worked in your first 2 weeks for everybody. Because if everybody can get 4 people within their 2 weeks, so if you can get 4 people below you as your first target, target number one in this business, put one person in your left leg, one person in your right leg to open your account so that you can start earning. Target number two, join 2 more people into the business. In other words, 4 people within 2 weeks. That will give you more money back in your pocket than what you've spent. Target number three, help each of those 4 people below you to get their 4 people in as well within their first 2 weeks. And you'll see something magic happening, guys. The first thing that will happen, this business is driven, in my opinion, on desperation and hope. We're all desperate for more money because of what's going on in the world at the moment, but also in general, the economy wasn't great since last year. So So it's desperation that drives us to this business. And we all hope that this business is the one. But I tell you what, like the Tom Cruise movie says, show me the money. If I can show you the money within 2 weeks, the most important part of the business kicks in. And that's called the, um, the belief that the business works. Guys, that's literally the best thing that can happen in any business. Because once belief kicks in, the rest is history. You simply carry on repeating that cycle. For everyone that joins, put four in. For everyone that joins, put four in. And before you know what's going on, you'll start finding yourself on manager levels, on director levels, even president levels. George, that's in the house tonight. We are fortunate enough to have an ambassador here. And these guys will tell you, just keep making team leaders three, team leader three underneath you, which pretty much means you've helped people to get their four people in, and then you help them to get those four in, etc., etc. And your business will absolutely explode. The business is incredibly simple. We are the ones who complicate it, guys. So that's all you need to do. So just a heads up to show you that you can earn between 180 business points all the way up to 9,000, depending on the color package that the people will themselves decide what they will buy. Folks, don't make up your mind for what people can or can't afford. They will tell you what they can or can't afford. But the beauty is, once you've signed up, doesn't matter what package you sign up under, once the people choose the package of their choice, they will sign up underneath that. You just keep ticking away and help them, each one of them signing up to then get their four. So that's the first bonus. The second bonus, and this is very nice, this bonus depends, firstly, on what your own package level is. Then, as you can see, the total amount of people that you need to sponsor right now, personally, is 20. For the moment, you don't need more than that. But for each four, you'll earn a 10% matching bonus income as you go from level 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. So, the 20 personal people will come anyway, guys, as your own friends and family and neighbors and colleagues all come across your path. But for every one of these guys signing up, remember to get their four for them. Suddenly, your four people, your first guy will go to 20. And 20 times four will mean you'll have 80 people in your business. So this thing just keeps exploding exponentially like a snowball by the time you get here. Because by the time you've put in 20 personal people, and those 20 have all got their 20, suddenly you find 400 people in your business. People you don't even know from places you've never been to. As simple as that, guys. So, this is the residual income that gives us access to 40% of the monthly profits for the companies that are on board. And all that this table shows us is whatever the 40% total value is, that value simply gets distributed equally among 21 pool levels. Now, step number one, to get into pool level one, you need 500 points below you in the system. You can acquire 500 points in any one of the following ways. Step number one, you can put in 6 white packages because 90 points for each white package will give you more than 500 points required. Or just 2 black packages because 270 points each will put you over 500 points. Just one gold package, guys, 750 points will put you in. And once again, on a titanium, a whopping 2,250 points will not just put you in pool level one, it will move you up to pool level two before you know what's hit you. So, this whole bonus is designed to work in such a way that if you are on level one, you're probably going to share this income here, whatever it is, with about 6 or 7 million people. So don't be surprised if all of you only earn a couple of cents. But this thing is designed in such a way to spur you on, to wake you up, to put fire underneath you so that you can get up this table as fast as you possibly can. because the higher you go, the less people there are to share your profit with. And the beauty is, the more your earnings will be, obviously, accordingly. So, this is the first income. But there's also the fact that more and more companies are joining with more and more products to engage in. So, the value of the monthly income here is growing exponentially at the moment, guys. So eventually, even if you are here at the bottom, your earnings will become interesting, but it will never be as great as towards the top. So just get on with this thing, guys. Then when you hit these levels over here, this is where you start being invited to luxury cruises. Now there's no other company that I'm aware of, and I've been in almost every kind of multi-level marketing business you can think of, that's already had 4 events, which basically comes down to cruises and holidays. 3 of them being cruises, one being a bucket list holiday, in only 14 months. That is absolutely insane. Before the lockdown, a lady said to me one night, she doesn't think there's one CEO in Sandton in Johannesburg that's ever been on 3 cruises in 14 months. Now, I never thought about it like that, but she's right, because those guys are time bankrupt. Doesn't matter how much money they have. Who can afford to take 4 holidays in 1 year? You'll come back, your whole business would be stolen out underneath you. So, guys, just get on with this thing. The bucket list holiday, once you hit president level, this is first class all the way. You'll drive all these fancy babies, live in the most interesting places, and experience the most interesting things on earth. So, this is what's been happening up until now with our payments. We've received now 3 of the monthly payments. Every month, the payments increased a little bit, and that's so far on the monthly side. Underneath the line, we've also received our first quarterly payout. That was last month, and I'm looking forward to the one in September, because I think that's going to look very different to what the one last month looked like. Also, the fact that this is a double whammy payment and another double whammy payment. And what can be better than receiving a double whammy payment just before Christmas? I tell you what, guys, the reality around the market that we find ourselves in is that I think the market's going to look vastly different this year over Christmas than what it did last year. This year, it's an absolute bloodbath with companies closing left, right, and center. And I don't know where all these people are going to get jobs from. It's your and my mandate tonight. If you hear of a company closing down, guys, I don't care what's got who to say about Crowd1 or what to say about Crowd1, but you get your hands on those companies' databases, to get your hands on those people that have lost their jobs, so we can help those people to earn an income. If it's not going to be for you and me, there is no hope for this country to get back on its feet, because currently we're on our knees. Now, maybe some people listening from overseas, it might not be relevant to you, but South Africa has gone into a junk status mode, financially speaking. It's being overlooked at the moment because of COVID and all the virus issues. That's already a damper on business. But let me tell you what, South Africa's junk status is gonna make the COVID virus look like a kindergarten playmate when it comes to the financial side of the discussion. Folks, there are only 2 countries ever, that's what I'm told, that have been able to dig themselves out of junk status. But it was not in the financial state the world is in now. So if you think we've got problems right now, financially speaking, I'm sorry to say, but you ain't seen anything yet. Get your hands on all these companies that are retrenching their staff left, right, and center, while those people have still got a little bit of money before they blow it, to get into this business that could be their plan B becoming their plan A for survival. Never mind income, for survival. Just get on with it, guys. That's an appeal to all of you. This is the fear of loss that I was telling you about. Your risk, if you can call 2,000 Rand or 99 euro risk on the table, sits right here when you join the business. Crowd1's risk on you is 3,000 euro that they will put next to your 99 euro. So who's got the bigger risk, you or Crowd1? You can have all 3,000 euro if within 14 days you can sign up for titanium packages. Now, don't think that's a breach too far, guys, because there are people in my own downline that have now signed up 100 titanium packages personally. So don't make up your mind about what people can or can't afford. They will tell you what they can afford. However, if you only sign up for gold packages, you can still earn 1,000 euro from that 3,000 kitty over here. Although you might have signed up yourself only on a white package. If you can do 4 black packages, you can have 375 euro of that kitty. And even if you only do 4 white packages in your first 2 weeks, 125 euro coming back to you is more than your 99 euro that you've put into that put you into the business. You have made a profit in a paint by numbers system. Simply follow the recipe and you cannot go wrong. Because once you've received this back in your pocket, from that point onwards, you can never ever come and tell me, Derick, I've made a loss in this business, because then you would be lying. Everything else after this point would be upside. So just get on with it, guys. And if you can help the people below you to do the same, your business will explode. Remember your targets. So with our package becomes you get your top education, and it doesn't get better than being mentored by Mr. Tony Robbins. Guys, this seems to be a big overlooked part of the business to get into the e-learning. If you want to be successful in anything, not just in Crowd1, anything from life to whatever else, the point is the best what you can do is the long and short is to get into this once and for all. Start reading, start getting into Tony Robbins's packages and get on with it. The coaching, sometimes you're not always in the mood for this business, but this business, the coaching side of it will pick you up. If you pay note, I don't want to mention names, but every other multi-level marketing business that's been around for a long time has always got an educational partner or an educational section to the business. So all Crowd1 has done, they've taken the best ideas from everybody and finally put it together for the ultimate business that can run on your mobile phone. So that's what's happening here. Don't forget Mr. Peter Jacobson, Sunday school lessons. Every Sunday afternoon, he does a lot of education and he literally goes back to the basics. He even calls it back to the basics. Folks, if you want to make a success of your business, you need to start engaging. Start engaging into these Zoom sessions, although you're watching on YouTube. Getting involved with even personal coaching. Get involved with your upline, with your downline. It doesn't help everybody sits and waits for everybody. Pick up the phone and get on with it. If you need help to build your business, then you need to talk. If you need to get people into a room or need help getting people into a room, once we can do that again, then talk, guys. There's somebody somewhere that will help you or will engage with you or give you at least a tip or will point you in the right direction. But don't sit and wait. Every day wasted is a day wasted that you'll never see again. To put you into the business for the first time listeners, you can get into a white package at the cost of 99 euro or 2,000 Rand in South Africa. There's some of the other countries, Nigeria, Malawi, and Malaysia's currencies as well for some of the team members we have. But black package will cost 6,000 Rand, a gold package 16, and a titanium 50,000 Rand. The Titanium Pros package special is only available during specials, but I leave it on here. The special is not on at the moment. I leave it on so you can see the value of the rewards that you receive with this package. Remember, the rewards is what we chase, guys, because this gives you your portion of your quarterly profits. And what can be better than getting 7,000 euro worth of rewards? Now, every week, Wednesday, for those of you that haven't claimed, literally, you need to claim your rewards from last night. Now, every week, those rewards that you basically get them for free because it comes from your Streamline bonus for people joining the business all over the world with or without you. But that's another way of increasing your reward. So that's why you want to be on the highest possible package that you can get to. So if you ask me in a single slide, Why would I want to join Crowd1? Then, guys, this would be the summary that I will come up with. So, we're almost 7.5 million people. Surely those people can't all be wrong in 200 countries. Jonas Werner, the founder of Crowd1, reported a few weeks ago that from the website traffic monitoring, the rankings, we were sitting in position 4,135. In 4 weeks thereafter, we went to position 761. Guys, we've passed people like they were standing still. Now, ironically, we even passed the company hotels.com. And if you go and look at life trends, you'll see that hotels.com is one of the big online travel agents. We've passed them just as Crowd1's website is more active than them. However, we are only a few positions behind Spotify and Alibaba. Folks, these are monster companies. They don't get bigger than this. We are busy passing them with or without you or me or this country or whatever other country you can think of. Now, guys, we are not only breaking every record, we are smashing every record on the planet. It took Facebook a year to get to 1 million people. It took Crowd1 literally 6 months, thanks to South Africa. Now, George sitting here online, he's part of that solution that brought the whole business to Africa. Now, we're a 100% mobile business, and that's why the business is exploding like this during the worst economy in the world, with all these benchmarks already put down. We've only got a once-off joining fee, no monthly fees to pay, and hallelujah, no products to sell. Now, what can be better getting people into a business that they love doing? It's called a desired purchase. We don't do grudge purchases here, guys. It's as simple as that. So the long and short, just be patient, guys. Johan is on his way. So the long and short, if you and
I'm
I
in.
can do, hello, Johan.
Yes,
Hello,
hi.
George.
How are you all doing?
Hi, guys. Good to have you on board.
Thank you all. It's good to be on board. It's good to be online with all you guys. And
Just a heads up. It's not that there's only 3 of us on the call, you, me, and George. We
all
actually
right.
stream it out on YouTube. So there's over 1,000 people sitting listening to you now, Johan. George,
Okay,
over to you.
perfect. Good. So it's great to have you all online, all on board. And it's great that we're finally releasing more and more products. We released a couple of local products, as you know, on the 4th for South Africa and Kenya, which are great, both physical and digital. And most importantly, we released our life trends travel product, which is fantastic. And you know, the results so far, the amount of people that has signed up is incredible. So we're feeling incredibly positive. And as you know, my job is to fill this library, as I call it, to create a Spotify for digital products for you guys. And that's what I'm working on and putting all my time and effort into. And then everybody out there has to take these products and start selling them and making a profit on them and showing people around that this is what we want and this is how we want to live our lives as entrepreneurs and sellers of these products. And we'll make sure that you will make a lot of money. You know, I'm working day and night, and as everybody else, trying to really achieve this and make this really good. And I think Life Trends, the traveling product that we have, is fantastic, but it's just the first out of a number of different products that we don't have, and we'll find something that suits every one of your experiences, interests, educations, and whatever. So just be patient, be with us for the long term, work hard and commit yourself to work hard and passionately about this for every product that will come out there. Because it's important that we show suppliers of products that we can sell and that can live up to this, so that we can find more and more products and become more and more successful, making you more and more money. So this is a teamwork between us finding the products, between you selling them, and between the companies that will supply us with them, which will be dependent on your success. So we're all in this together. We all need the same success for the same reasons, and we all need to work really hard, passionate and committed and long term.
Well, thank you for being here, Johan. Johan, I know you just come from a meeting, and we are really, really happy that you came. I just was listening to an amazing presentation from Mr. Derick. Really one of the best presentation I've heard. I'm really glad to be here. Thank you very much, Derick. And thank you, Johan, that you have to find time to join us, because I know you're busy. You are 24 hours working for Find the Products for us. And we have no doubt that we will succeed. We are succeeding. If you see what we are, this amazing product, what is there, and everything what's in the pipeline, the future is bright, like you always say. I have no doubt. And I wish that the people can see and feel the passion what this company have for the whole Crowd1, what we are doing.
I totally agree with you, Joyce. I mean, I wish people could really feel the excitement that we're feeling here of what we're doing and what we're achieving, and how we actually are something completely new to the world that's never been seen before. The beauty of a digital product is that there is so much discounts that can be given out to the end consumer, and yet have large commissions to be paid out to salespeople. So there is such great opportunity to create something completely new. And that will be more important than just creating a lot of jobs for you guys, a lot of revenues and income. It will actually supply your countries where you're working with technology that would normally have to wait for 10, 15 years, which in the long run would increase the productivity and efficiency and profits of the whole country and nation. So, you know, we really, really believe that we're on one of the most important companies that's ever come up, because if we succeed, and we can only be successful and succeed if you work hard and passionate and committed, and if you really want us to find the products, and when we do, you really commit to try and sell them and leverage on them. But if we do this together, we will be fantastically important for the countries you're in, as well as for you and your families, and for the entrepreneurs whose products we will be selling. So, you know, I just love the whole idea of what we're creating, and but we cannot do this without you. You need us to find the products, and we need the success of your work to attract the entrepreneurs with their products. So, you know, it's a teamwork, it's a team effort. It will take time. It's not going to happen over a weekend. We need to be passionate, committed, work hard, and resilient. And if we do, there's going to be a lot of money to be made for everybody, and a lot of success, and a lot of, you know, we'll have a lot of fun and doing really, really good, and participating in a company that will be important, very important to the regions where you're present. So, you know, I love this, and I am, you know, we're here for the long time. So let's keep together.
Johan, can you please give the people an advice? And the reason that why I'm asking it is in the following. I know this team very well. We have worked since very, very early with Mrs. Hanley, Ms. Derick, and that kind, and it's really amazing people. But South Africa is finished with a bad press at the last time. We know how to handle it, and we know that the bad press is just in form of attention. It's for me a compliment. That means we are now in the picture. They're taking us serious. But please give an advice how they can handle it, what they can do about it. We know what we are doing, but maybe you can give an advice.
You know, we're working with the regulators, and we're lawyers, and we're trying to communicate and integrate with them to show them what is different between us and companies that have been doing things similar to this before, who's given the industry a bad reputation. We're trying to make them to understand that, you know, because South Africa was the first country where we really started taking off, the amount of you know, the amount of people that you have there, and the profits that they will make from sales being made all over the world, as long as they continue to upgrade and you know, there's going to be international cash flowing into South Africa in a way that South Africa has never seen before. And, you know, this is going to be very important. I mean, I'm not exaggerating, but we're 1 million people in South Africa. That is fantastic. And, you know, the longer we grow, as we go more and more, they used to be called owner rights. And right now, it's just skipped my mind what we call them. We call them
Crowd1 rewards.
Yeah, exactly. Crowd1 rewards. As long as they upgrade and claim the rewards, it means they're going to have a larger commission than everybody else in the world for a long run, which means that all sales done all over the world is going to, you know, generate revenue to South Africa. So the South African government needs to understand what it is we're doing, why this is important. We're actually creating new jobs. We're making customer acquisition costs that, if the software even were presented in the South African market, which they normally aren't, that money would be gone to Silicon Valley or to Facebook or Google. Now they're being paid out locally as sales commissions. but also revenues from all the other countries where we are. And also, you know, these software that we're going to have going forward are software that they normally would have to wait 10, 15, 20 years for. So, you know, we are extremely important for South Africa or Philippines or any other country that's taking on here. And you know, 10, 15 different ways of looking on it. But we need to prove to them that we're not a scam, that we're not a Ponzi, that we're not a pyramid scheme. You know, we need to, from our side, we need to supply them with products, which we are. From your side, you need to show that we're selling these products and making a profit on them, and that the people are really, you know, digging into not just trying to get more members in, but actually trying to get the products out to make a profit from. Because as we do, as we prove to them that we are a serious, long-term, resilient, compliant, transparent company, they're going to go from being suspicious to loving us. And when they start loving us, more and more people will join, and you know, more and more products will come in, and more profits will be giving out to the network. So this is a long-term perspective where we need to convince and prove our quality and our ambitions to the legislation, the politicians and journalists who are skeptic about what we're doing. But we know that we're good. We know that our intentions are sincere, that our ambitions are sincere, that we're working hard to make this happen. And you need to do the same thing. And you need to just be proud of what we're doing, and just show them also that, yes, we are selling these products that are giving out, and we are making this a long-term project, and, you know, revitalize everybody who's given up over the last half a year, and get them in there, get everybody up there, get participating in this, because this is really, really important stuff.
What I want to do is invite everybody to watch again your how you call it, speech, what you have done in the event. We have the dinner the day before the event, and you told me tomorrow I will give the most important speech what I have given in my life. And still, if I remember and I listen to that one, I still get goosebumps. The power what you send, and how you challenge everybody. Look at us. We are here, and we are here to stay, and nobody will move us. And I hope that the people get this message, because it was so powerful. And if you haven't seen it, haven't heard it, go to the back office and watch it again, please. It was amazing, and it's grown. And I think these words say more than enough about what we are, what they're doing. The job was Mr. Johan Staël from Holstein is doing here. And it feels me really proud when I was listening, and I was there live when he was doing it. And it was giving me goosebumps, and I said, wow, this is really, really great. This is a company where every single person in this one stands 100% for the course what we are doing, and it's marvelous. It's part of it.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, we need legislators and journalists to see this, but we also need them to believe it, not just to hear my words. They need to see that we do it. They need to see the commitment and passion that everybody involved in this project feels, and we need to deliver. And as we do, people will start, you know, raising their eyebrows and going, my God, we should have been in. We want to be in now. We're going to make this happen. And we're going to be of major importance in every market where we're present. It's going to take us time, but, you know, we're persistent, we're resilient, we are committed, we are passionate about this, and we're going to make this happen, and we're going to make it together with you. We have to do it. We couldn't do it without you. So, you know, we need to stick together. We need to, you know, be long-term and just dig in and just make this happen, because we are fantastic in what we want to create.
Derick, I leave the last word to you.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time tonight. It's always encouraging listening to it right from the horse's mouth. And in South Africa, just for interest sake, George, we actually play Johan's speech, the little part of the speech where he addresses the media before every event on every night before we go live. But this already reaches, we've got, just out of interest sake, we've got people all the way from the Netherlands, from Kuwait, from the Arab Emirates. We've got people from London listening. There's people from Australia, even as far as Japan. I don't know what hour in the morning it is there already. But that's the level of commitment of the people that's signed in here. Not to mention the whole of Zimbabwe, South Africa, Namibia, everybody's online. And the business is absolutely booming, in my opinion. There is no business case like this. There never ever will be. That's the magic of what's been put together here. And I think it's about everybody's resilience, like you guys are saying. We need to dig in, we need to dig hard, and we need to basically just carry on with our recruiting. Forget the negative press. Like you say, Johan, eventually they will come over to us, and once they understand how the business works. What I would love to see in a couple of weeks or months from now is the CEOs of the companies who've already come on board, like Life Trends and also the Safer application from Panic in the UK, to interview those guys and maybe something for the next event so that they can tell the world what has happened to their businesses since Crowd1 started doing the marketing. Because at the moment, I don't think those guys can sleep. The IT guys are running around. They don't know what's hit them with the amount of members signing up. And ultimately, that's what matters. It's nice getting bonuses. It's very nice earning a lot of money from them. But that's not the crux of our business. The crux of our business is if we cannot get people to engage in games, to engage in traveling, to engage in the security and the emergency solutions so far, then we're actually missing the boat as a marketing company for those companies. And ultimately, that is what will transpire. And if these companies' profits go through the roof, need we say anything more? The companies will start queuing up for Crowd1 to take their products to the market if that's the kind of results we can deliver. And that's all that matters.
Exactly. You're totally right. So
Thank you,
let's
gents.
make this happen. Let's work
Thank you.
hard.
We certainly there. We're a huge part of your business for most of us in South Africa. Unfortunately, because we've got a double whammy. We've got firstly the COVID issues to deal with like everybody else. But not sure if you guys are always aware, South Africa has gone into a junk status from a financial perspective, and that's a second wave waiting to hit this country and literally crush us. Companies are closing down left, right, and center everywhere. Our country is in a disaster, financially speaking, but most people sadly haven't woken up to that effect. So where Crowd1 started as a plan B for a lot of companies, it's actually now the plan A. There is no other plan. This is it, guys. We're in it for the long run. But I tell you what, it's an absolute pleasure and a privilege to work with you guys. And from our side in South Africa, just keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing a fantastic job. There is no other company like this. Just from also to know that you have our backing with everything you do. Just carry on doing what you're doing. It's a fantastic job. Thanks also to George and them for bringing this business to Africa. If it wasn't for you, George, you wouldn't be speaking to me tonight. You know my personal story. I don't need to elaborate here, but let me tell you what. This business is the future for the whole bunch of us down here. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate your time, especially this time of the evening after a long day. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
all very much.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
You guys can sign off. I'm going to carry on with the presentation just to wrap up. Thank you very much. So, folks, that was George and Johan. Came on board and also obviously just shared a couple of their inspirational stuff with us. So just if you please can bear with me, I just want to finish up quickly. So it's getting a bit long tonight, but I just want to finish 2 or 3 slides. So you've heard from the CEO. Guys, the CEO is not going anywhere. He's not doing anything illegal. His personal words to me last year on the launch cruise, I will not be locked up for anybody. And by that, he meant that they will do things by the book, even if it takes longer than normal. But the point is, they will do it. Now, that's why I play those little videos before we start every night to try and share with you the experiences I personally have had up until now with Crowd1. We were fortunate enough to be on the launch cruise. I met these guys physically, looked them in the eye. We had our own private sessions with them. I met the whole board for the second time when South Africa's office opened up, the local office in Sandton, at the event in Gallagher Estate. We met them for the third time at the event in Durban during the ICC first birthday party bash. We would have met them for the fourth time on the boat, the second cruise, but obviously that's purely been postponed until the ships can sail, can sail again. And we also would have met them on the 27th of June at Soccer City, which would have been South Africa's first outdoor stadium annual company event. No other company has done an outdoor stadium in South Africa, or I think in any other country in the world ever. That has simply changed to online events. So on the 15th of August will be the 4th online event and the 2nd recognition event. Guys, South Africa has been running in the top 5 or 8 positions every single recognition event from when this business started. Don't disappoint now. We're ahead of the pack. Let's keep ahead as long as we can because China, India, and the big countries are coming. But the point is, we are still ahead. Let's keep it that way. This business, through all of these income streams, not just the 5 new member bonuses, but all of these income streams can change your life, your microeconomy, in my opinion, this country's economy, and ultimately the whole of Africa's economy. Because where else can you and I tap into a trillion US dollar gaming market? Tap into an $8 trillion traveling market. There are close to 2 million South Africans, in fact. When they said we're a million, they forgot that a million people got a freebie package each. So we're close to 2 million South Africans that are generating an income from Crowd1 in a year. I should change this to 12 months now. Folks, no other country, no government, no industry has ever created 2 million jobs in a year in any country. We have done it. Not we will do it. We have done it. Tick. Now, our potential market is 5 billion smartphones in the world, and that was already in 2018. You guys with those smartphones, every one of you with a phone, contributed to this number. In 2018, the total applications downloaded exceeded 194 billion applications for the year. And out of those 5 billion phones, over 2 billion engages in gaming every single day. You and I can get, firstly, handsome rewards from signing up new members that could potentially participate in all of these applications and games and software. But not only do we have that income stream, you can buy the training packages in bulk and sell them on. Just like your local Pakistani airtime guy, he buys the airtime in bulk from the network and he sells it on to you and me at a retail price. Tick, extra income stream. Then the amount of rewards that we have, they grow in value, guys. One of these days you can start trading them. On top of that, they determine your quarterly dividend profit payouts on top of your monthly payouts. And just now they've introduced your personal usage bonuses as well as sales bonuses. And I must fix this. That's not bonus, it's bonus. But if you and I can earn a euro income that's close to the 20 Rand mark purely from an exchange rate perspective, in 100% mobile business, with an official relationship with Google and Apple, no one else has got that. And we can tap from all of these income streams, an income that makes your mind blow. Now, very interesting. Since Crowd1 has gone back to Alexa and to Business for Home, and they've explained how the business actually works, because even they didn't know how we made our money. They all thought we're making money from signing up people, like everybody else assuming we're doing in this business. Guys, that's not where the money comes from. Now that they understand, Crowd1 has gone to #1 in both these rankings. Look at some of the companies below us. These acts have been around forever, but they're going nowhere. It's not to criticize the companies. Their products are brilliant. But as a company, the best business case is ours, because the point is we are a neutral system that can be used by any company with any product. We're not related to a single layer of products like most of these companies do, maybe 2 or 3 for some of them. Now, if you ask me tonight, what's the single biggest reason? It's nice getting euros to rands. That I'll admit any day. But let me tell you what. Out of all the ships that have left the harbor, all the opportunity ships, those ships were called Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, Bitcoin, you name it. Sadly, no South African that I know of got into those ships. and the opportunity left without us. But the Crowd1 ship is still moored in the harbor because this report was released on the 1st of December last year. Johan Staël van Holstein plans to IPO, initial public offer, Crowd1 at $1 billion valuation on the stock exchange. That's why ICT is taking time to come on board, and that's why ICT is taking over Crowd1 step by step. It wasn't as quick and fast as they anticipated. There's obviously a lot of compliance, but this leaves the ship in the harbor, the opportunity ship for you and me to get our friends and our families on this damn boat before it leaves the harbor like everybody else. Because knowing what you know today, do you think Mark Zuckerberg's 4 college roommates are sorry that they never joined Facebook and they saw it right in the beginning? They were his roommates, for Pete's sake. You see, sorry comes too late. The opportunity, once it passes you, it's gone. This opportunity is still there for the taking. Get on with it, guys. Get your friends and family into this thing. That was the launch event at Gallagher Estate. 7,000 people broke the doors down physically to get into the hall. I've never seen that in my 20 years of exhibiting at Gallagher Estate. This was Durban's ICC in January. The people were hot and sweaty because Eskom had a load shed like tonight. Half the people can't listen because they can't get in. So thank goodness we're recording it because the aircons weren't working. But there were probably 12,000 people sitting here. This was the launch cruise last year where we met everybody personally. Guys, they keep showing up. You've just spoken to the CEO yourself. What more do you want? He's not running away with your cash. They can't run away anymore because we're in more than 200 countries. Where the hell are they going to stay with your cash? In Antarctica? Come on, Oaks. Come on. That's the Crowd1 office in Sandton. That's the Chief of Africa. His name is Jonathan. That's him over there. Peter Jacobson does the training. Jan Frostner runs Asia Pacific region. Kenny Nordland does some of the multi-level marketing trainings. Johan Westerdahl is very important because he pays us. I'm going to try and get him on this channel, but you guys need to subscribe. The only thing they look at is how many subscribers do we have. I see we've just gone over 6,000 subscribers. Thank you very much to those of you who did subscribe. But if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do it because we want these guys to tell your prospects and your new people how the payments are working, just like you heard from the CEO tonight. That's called belief, guys. Believe me, they are very stupid if they want to steal our money to keep showing their faces to the world. They're not running anywhere. Low, one of our guys said it very well this morning. They keep showing up. Have you ever seen the owner or the starter of a pyramid or a Ponzi? Never. He doesn't want to show you his face. He always promises you he's going to come in the bottom again with the money, but he never does once you've paid your money. Guys, Jens is the technical guy. Believe me, this man is going grey faster than me because I appreciate what happens in hardware and software behind the scenes to make it work. Now, if our system keeps on being updated, we are 7.5 million people hitting this system probably 40 times a day to see what's happened. They are interfacing into 200 countries' banking systems, into Bitcoin, into Ethereum. The hackers haven't got in yet, and it's a year and a half, and the system hasn't buckled once after multiple updates. Swerker is the guy with his team that gets all the companies on board, like the companies that have just launched. All the people that you see here, guys, this is old news. Every one of the people on this screen bought these cars before Christmas last year out of Crowd1 income. There's not one car here that's being paid off. It's all cash, guys. But when you buy 2 of them, when you buy 2 of these babies, or 2 of those, that's even more insane. Or 2 of these, plus your Olympic-sized swimming pool in your new house. What I really appreciate about this guy is there's his Crowd1 banner in his garden, and there's his A Feel Go Mixter banner. He probably gives presentations on the lawn here. I don't know, but whatever it does, it's working. This girl, 18 years old, fresh out of school, 4 months, she bought a car after making her first 2 million. Her mom was in for 6 months, she's made 12 million. Guys, if you are not making something right now with your Crowd1 business, you need to address it. You've already made a decision to be in this thing. If it's not working, talk to your upline. Talk to whoever you need to talk to. Get all the guidance you need to get. But if these people in our teams, that's the lady that put me in the business. If these people in our teams, these people are in our teams, this is my own sons. That's their friends. That's people in our team. People in our team. This man, an Uber driver, now owns a fleet of trucks with his house and his Uber car still. Folks, if this is working for everybody, normal people, it can work for you and me as well. Everyone you see on the screen, I call this the wall of presidents. These are South Africans, Kenyans, South Americans, Filipinos, Mexicans, North of Africa, I'm not sure which countries, Vietnam, um, uh, the Caribbean, Sweden. Everybody from all these countries have reached president level or higher. And there's old Simon. Sorry, Simon, like Pat Malone on your own. We need to fill up this page, guys. Simon is from Nigeria. I met him with Sophia just before the lockdown and we did some presentations there. The question is, if they can do it, why can't you? I want to put your photos up here. Put your heads down, start focusing. The company's not going anywhere. Let's put the soothsayers and the naysayers in their place. There's only one way to do that, and that's with results. I really appreciate your time. Guys, by using formats like our channel, you don't even have to talk. You just need to send people invitations and get them to listen here. Tomorrow you follow up with them. What do you think of this business? Can we go or not? Every night we mix it up a little bit. One night is a bit, let's say, more on the theoretical side to show you the markets, the sizes, etc. The next night we focus on the system, and so we go on. Every now and again we mix it up with a bit of testimonials, and like tonight we've had a guest speaker or two on. Now, guys, when George saw this business, he was immediately attracted. When George introduced my upline called Hanley, she was immediately attracted. Hanley didn't even finish her speech. There were no presentations in those days. But the concept of what Crowd1 put together here, halfway through her speech, I told her to please stop talking. I'm in. I'm in. There was only one problem. I didn't have the cash. Today, this is my prime source of income. And I tell you what, this business, we have not even dusted off yet. For Pete's sake, only the first 2 apps are active. And you can already see the money this thing is generating. Wait till we 50 million, 100 million people in Crowd1 with hundreds, if not thousands of companies on board. Because that's going to happen with or without you, your skeptical cousin, your uncle that's the financial guru in the family or not, or whatever countries allow this or not. It's happening anyway. You are either in for the ride or you're not. For the first time listeners, the people purely need your full names and surname, your street address and your email address, your telephone number and your date of birth to get you signed in and signed up. Don't start understanding everything tonight. There's too much, guys. You haven't even seen the system yet. But Richard Branson says, if you see something that takes your appeal, that you like, get in. You'll sort out the nitty gritty as you go along. Get into this business while it's still affordable. I tell you what, our financial scenario is not your playmate, and it's getting worse by the day. My name is Derick. See you tomorrow night, 6:45, same place. Thank you, guys.